You've been working for 30, maybe 40 years, maybe 50 years. I started hard labor when I was about 8 years old. My dad taught me how to use a shovel. That's not a made up story. You've punched the clock, paid into the system, dealt with the Monday mornings and the long shifts. And now you're 62 or getting close. You might even be in your 50s, who knows? But you're still planning for when you're going to check out of the workplace. And the big question is sitting right there in front of you. Should I take my Social Security now or wait? The financial world will tell you to wait until 67 or even 70. And sure, there are reasons for that. But today we're talking about your side of the story, the side that doesn't always make it into the finance magazines. We tend to get generalized, so each of us has to look at our individual situations. Here are 7 real reasons why filing at 62 might be the right move for you. Reason number 1 is your health isn't guaranteed. And that's what I ran into. The body just kind of quit. And after a couple job injuries, they just couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. And nobody wanted a broken Humpty Dumpty in the workforce well past 55. So let's start with the one nobody wants to say out loud. Nobody knows how long they've got. And if your health isn't what it used to be, or if your family history isn't exactly encouraging, waiting until you're 70 to collect more money doesn't make sense if you're not going to be around to spend it. So key points are the break-even age for waiting versus filing early is typically around 78 to 80. If your health is compromised, early filing often nets more total lifetime benefits. Physical jobs, construction, that's what I did. Manufacturing, did some of that. Farming, service work, take a real toll on the body. You've earned this money. Collecting it while you're still healthy enough to enjoy life is not a mistake. Peace of mind has real value. Stress about money affects your health too. In fact, money is one of the biggest fights, as we all well know, in a relationship and a family, period. My family was always under duress over money. If your doctor is giving you news you don't want to hear, or if your body is just worn out from decades of hard work, filing at 62 may simply be the smarter play. Reason 2, you need the money now. Not everyone has a fat 401k waiting in the wings. For a lot of working people, Social Security is the retirement plan, period. Key points. Filing 62 gives you immediate guaranteed monthly income, reduces the need to drain savings, go into debt during your early retirement years, covers essential bills, utilities, groceries, medical copays, rent or mortgage, eliminates anxiety of watching savings disappear while waiting for benefits to kick in. A smaller check every month is often better than no check for years while you struggle. You can always supplement with part-time work if you need it. There's no shame in needing that income sooner rather than later. Social Security exists for this reason. Use it. Reason 3, you're tired, and that's okay. There's a difference between being able to keep working and actually wanting to keep working. After 35 or 40 years, your body and your mind have put in the time. Key points. Burnout is real and affects workers in physically and emotionally demanding jobs. Early retirement has documented mental health benefits, reduced stress, better time with grandchildren, hobbies, travel, or simply resting is not wasting retirement. The best years of your retirement health are your early 60s, not mid 70s. Quality of life in your early retirement years has enormous value that a spreadsheet can't calculate. You don't owe anyone another decade of labor just to get a slightly bigger check. You've worked hard. You've earned the right to rest while you're still young enough to enjoy it. Reason number 4, your job may not wait for you. A lot of workers assume they'll keep working until 65 or 67, but the job doesn't always cooperate. Key points: layoffs, company restructuring, and ageism are real risks for workers in their 60s. Physical limitations can force workers out of jobs, like me, before they're ready. Finding new employment after 60 is significantly harder than it was at 40. A sudden job loss with no Social Security income and depleted savings is a serious financial crisis. Filing at 62 can act as a safety net if employment becomes uncertain. Having that income stream removes the desperation that forces workers to accept bad jobs or bad terms. Filing at 62 can be the difference between choosing to leave work on your terms and being forced out with nothing coming in. Reason number 5, the math isn't as bad as they say. You've probably heard if you file at 62, you get 30% less. That sounds scary. But let's look at the full picture. Key points. Yes, filing at 62 means a reduced monthly benefit compared to waiting until full retirement at age 66, 67. Who knows what it's going to be by the time you get there because they keep moving the goalpost. And if they truly get their way, they're really going to move the goalpost. I heard they want to take it up to 75, and that's absurd. But before you start collecting years earlier, potentially 4 to 5 years of checks before someone who waited gets their first payment, it takes until roughly age 78 to 80 to break even if you waited. Meaning you need to live past that age waiting to pay off. Average life expectancy in the U.S. is around 76 and 78 for many workers. The early filer math works out. Investing or saving even a portion of early benefits can offset the reduction. Spousal benefits and survivor benefits have their own calculations that may favor early filing in some households. A guaranteed payment now is worth more than a larger payment in an uncertain future. The wait as long as possible advice makes sense for some people. But for many working Americans, starting at 62 is financially sound, not financially reckless. Reason 6, freedom and flexibility matter. Social Security at 62 doesn't have to mean full retirement. It can simply mean more options. Key points. You can file for benefits and still work, though income limits apply before full retirement age. The income gives you the flexibility to leave a difficult job, go part-time, or try something new. Many people use Social Security as a bridge while transitioning careers or winding down. It reduces financial dependence on an employer, gives you the leverage in any work situation, allows you to help family members, adult children, grandchildren, and aging parents without financial strain, frees you from the anxiety of tying your entire financial security to continued employment. Options are worth something. Money coming in every month, even a little less than you'd get later, gives you the freedom to make choices instead of just surviving. Reason 7, Life is meant to be lived. The last reason isn't about the math. It's about something more important. Key points. Your early 60s are typically your healthiest retirement years. Mobility, energy, and independence are at their peak. Travel, hobbies, family time, and experiences are better enjoyed at 62 than at 75. Delayed gratification has limits. You can't get those years back. People who retire earlier and stay active often report higher satisfaction and better long-term health outcomes. To work a few more years for money, Tradeoff assumes that years are given freely, but they come at a cost. Many retirees who waited say their biggest regret was not enjoying life sooner. Social Security was designed to support your retirement, not to be a prize you finally claim at the finish line. You planned, you contributed, you worked. The system has money set aside with your name on it. Filing at 62 means saying, I'm ready to start living the next chapter. There's nothing wrong with that. So let's bring it all together. The 7 reasons to consider filing at 62. Your health isn't guaranteed, and the break-even timeline matters. You need the income now, and that's a legitimate financial decision. You're tired, and your well-being has real value. Your job may not be there as long as you think. The math isn't as one-sided as you've been told. Early filing gives you freedom and flexibility in how you live and work. Life is meant to be lived, and your best retirement years start now. Now, every situation is different. Your health, your savings, your spouse benefits, your work history, all of it matters. This video isn't financial advice. And before you make any final decision, it's worth talking to a Social Security advisor or a fee-only financial planner who understands your full picture. But if you've been made to feel like filing at 62 is a mistake or a sign of weakness, I hope this gave you a different perspective. For millions of Americans, it's not just reasonable, it's the right call. Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, share it with someone who's asking the same questions you are, and drop a comment below. I'd love to hear where you are in this decision. Take care of yourself. You've earned it.